Indian economy has been the fastest growing large economy over last 3 years and is expected to grow at 7% plus in the current year. India's demographic dividend is expected to remain favorable over next 2 decades. And India is expected to spend nearly rupees 143 lakh crore on infrastructure between FY24 and FY30, which will have a multiplier effect on multiple sectors, so which will have growth in multiple sectors. All this augurs well for the Indian economy in the medium term, and we are set to become the third largest economy by the end of this decade. An actively managed fund will be managed based on fundamental research. The fund manager has the flexibility to construct his portfolio based on this fundamental research, the investment philosophy and investment objective of the fund. While a passive fund will replicate the benchmark index. Tata AIA offers an entire set of actively managed equity funds across risk and return spectrum, suitable to the risk profile of wide range of policyholders. And you can see from the fund performance, all our actively managed funds have performed well and generated alpha. They've also performed well against the peers. But there are a set of investors who believe in momentum investing. So, to fill up this white space in our fund offering, we are launching the Midcap Momentum Fund. This particular momentum index has generated higher return than all other benchmark indices like large cap, mid cap and small cap index, and across time periods. Unlike an actively managed fund which invests based on fundamental research, momentum investing is based on technicals or price movement in the stocks. This strategy operates on the premise that stocks that have performed well in the near past are likely to continue to do well and outperform the market. It is a strategy to buy on strength and ride the trend and exit only once the trend reverses. The Midcap Momentum Index will track the NSE Nifty Midcap 150 Momentum 50 Index. This index is rebalanced on a half-yearly basis and is based on top 50 momentum stocks prevalent in the Nifty 150 Midcap Index. This fund is complementing our existing bouquet of actively managed funds that have been generating superior returns against benchmark and peers across time periods. While this being an index fund, it is not truly a passive, as it is mirroring an index which is constructed based on momentum investing. Clearly, a momentum strategy is for high risk appetite investors. Having said this, momentum investing continues to outperform the broader market till the trend continues, and momentum stocks generate higher alpha during trending markets. In sideways or drawdown, momentum stocks generate negative alpha. Also, it is observed that the positive alpha generated during rising markets is more than the negative alpha generated during falling markets. We also would like to highlight here that our demographics would be favorable for next 2 decades, and hence probability of market rallying is more than market correcting over the next 2 decades, and hence over the medium term momentum investing can outperform the broader index. The objective of launching this momentum fund is to track the performance of this index. This momentum index has delivered strong return against other benchmark indices. So if the market continues to rally, this fund is likely to generate higher returns than the other broader indices. Yes, obviously there is a fund manager to this fund, but his role is more to deploy cash and track benchmark returns. The objective of the fund manager would be to minimize tracking error versus the index. The fund will track the index performance. The investment will be similar to investment in the Nifty 150 Momentum 50 index, subject to limits prescribed by AIA. The index is rebalanced every 6 months based on momentum strategy. The Nifty Midcap 150 Momentum 50 has outperformed the Nifty Midcap 150 across all time periods, be it short term or medium term. In 1 year, the momentum index returns were 75% against midcap index returns of 58.2%. In 5 years period, the returns were 32.5% against 24.6%, while in a 10-year period, the returns of the momentum index were 27.8% against midcap index return of 20.9%. This fund will be available with all our Param Rakshak propositions and profit offerings. The NFO opens on 1st June 2024 and closes on 15th June 2024. I would urge our investors that you have enjoyed the benefit of our superior fund performance. The Momentum Fund is a complementary offering to our actively managed funds, and I would encourage investors to participate in the fund offering based on your risk appetite.